Hi there, Cancer. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Yetta Pearl, and this is your angel message for the week of July 26th through August 1st of 2021. So this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. There's a lot of Cancers out there, and so this message is for, sometimes the angels are really good at saying, well, for some of you this is this, and for some of you it's that. Other times it's kind of it almost feels like I'm talking to a very small group of people. So just take it as it resonates, like I said, and some of it's just for somebody else. So, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. So your guardian angels, just before I started the reading, the recording, I invited your guardian angels in to give all the messages for all the Cancers. And so this is what they're saying. Whoops, hang on, I gotta get that. And so that's come shooting right out there, didn't it? So anyway, so this is the collective messages that they want you to know today. Things that maybe they've been trying to get your attention for a while, or maybe you've been actually hearing it but not quite trusting it or something. So then they, because I'm asking, well, they take advantage and they use me as a conduit to send the messages through. I don't make up anything that I say. The cards come out as they should, because the angels are directing that. The energy of it is directing that. And I use that then as a trigger, and stuff just flows right through. And I start blabbing, and pretty soon we're both hearing the same message at the same time. So here, let's have a look. Oh yeah, looks like a great week for you. Really great week. Make a decision. Make a decision. It's time. Make the decision. And you will be, let's see. Yeah, it feels like really there isn't too much of an actual decision to be made. You know which one is the best. You know what suits you most. You know what you're resonating with most. And just go for it. It feels like there were other options, and those have dropped to the side because they're not suitable for you. They don't vibrate at your level. And there's good reasons for that. So when something is, it looks like an opportunity, and then you think it's coming closer, and then it falls away, it's because the vibration is not the same. Even if you were to be drawn to that and be able to connect with that thing, if you forced it, maybe you could make that happen. You can't always. But if it was to go forward, you would find out very quickly that it would be not the right thing for you, and you'd end up changing direction anyway. So it feels a lot like career. For some of you, it's also kind of a region. It feels like a regional thing. So maybe it's contemplating where to live or where to work, things like that, right? So yeah, so make the decision, the one that you know is best in your own gut, and that will lead you exactly where you need to go. Yeah, beautiful. Grace. Yes. Beautiful Cancer. In a physical way, maybe you don't tend to think of yourself as graceful, but others certainly see that in you. And so, we think of that in terms of, a dancer or something with the beautiful, smooth, flowing, graceful movements. It is that in some of you. In others, it is the way you do things, that you are so confident that you know what you're doing, and you just go about it in a certain way. And it's obvious to people who choose to pay attention when they watch you, what you're doing, how you're doing it, even if it's, housework or yard work, or whether it's to do with your career or the way you're interacting with people, whatever it is, it feels very much like interacting with people, actually, for some of you. And it's kind of a natural thing. And grace is brought about by confidence. When you know what you're doing, then there's a smooth flow, right? And so when you're confident, when you do feel like you know what you're doing, it can all be smooth. And doing things more than once, like several times, so repetition, really getting to know your subject matter, whatever it is you're doing, that is what leads to the confidence. And then, you've done it a bunch of times. You know how this goes. You know how good it feels. You understand if something gets off track that you don't feel quite as confident right away. Like you notice it instantly, right? That you get a little maybe off, that you're not getting the flow. You're not in the flow. But right now I'm really seeing you confident in what you're doing, and you are so graceful in the way you do that. It's awesome. I love watching this. It's a general picture of, a form. I can't tell male or female. It doesn't matter. Just doing what you do naturally and easily. And it looks awesome and it feels awesome. And it also feels like people are noticing. So understandably, that is not your goal, really. Like, if this is in your career, if this part of this reading applies to you in your career, then certainly you want, whoever is in charge or whatever to be noticing how good you are at it. So definitely you want that. But in general, that's not your goal. You're not doing it for the people to see it. You're doing it because this is how you are, and it feels really good that way. So there is, even with all that, there is preparation to be done. So think things through. Think, step by step. There's something that you can be getting ready for, and it feels like that will lead to other things, right? So it's I'm being shown a list, like a notebook. Write things down and in the right order, and what you have to do to accomplish that, and then get busy on it. It feels like you think you have time, but you might end up kind of in a time crunch in the end. So get busy on this right now, and as you do your preparation, then as things change and evolve, as you are ready for it, then it's there for you to step into it. So it directly says on here, get ready for big changes. They're happening, and it feels like like as soon as you make this decision, then you know that that's happening, and then you can kind of leap into action. For some of you, maybe you don't quite know yet what that is, but it feels like most of you do. So just get ready and get busy on it. No more languishing, no more taking your time. You know what it is. You've got the confidence in that. Step forward, step into it, get busy, do the stuff, and that way you will be prepared. You like to feel prepared, and so this will help you be there, and that also leads to more confidence. So this is beautiful. Yeah. In the meantime, remember to eat well. So we've been getting this card quite a lot lately in a lot of different readings. The good water, like drink lots of water. You cannot discount the power of water. And put a bit of sea salt in it, not enough to taste it, just enough to make it so your body takes it up easier. Or put some lemon in it, things like that. That's a really benefit. Make sure it's good water, right? Try to avoid the chlorine or things like that. Maybe filter that stuff out. And really make sure you're getting enough of it. So just the other day I was reminded how you do this. So in pounds, however much you weigh in pounds, let's say you're 150 pounds. Divide that in half, so 75. 75 ounces of water is what you should be taking in every day. Sounds like quite a lot. I've been doing it again lately myself, was reminded, and it isn't difficult. I don't know how I survived without it because I'm still sometimes thirsty, right? So making sure that you're getting the right water, the right water and enough of it. This is also food. So going with more natural food instead of the processed stuff, it's, every now and then everybody stops at, for fast food. I don't know anybody who doesn't sometimes, but try to do that very rarely. Try to have real food. And, again, it is the season for all the beautiful fresh stuff that's already in the gardens and stuff. Go to the farm market and get the good food because that's what your body is craving. And, if you do that for, let's say, even a week, okay, give yourself a challenge. Do that this whole week and see how you feel at the end of it. Document today, what you feel like right now. Really feel your body, like, your feet are sore or they're puffy or, you don't have too much energy or, whatever it is, you're tired, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just document how you feel. Document the good things too, that you're feeling very joyful today or, whatever it is, right? And then eat really, really well all week. Put in extra effort to eat only the beautiful, fresh, real, good food. And at the end of your week, document again, what do you feel like? You might be surprised. They're showing me that some of you are like, whoa, I didn't know that my food had such an impact. It does. So just give it a try because you are quite sensitive. The more you are kind of becoming aware of your world around you, people tend to call it awakening. That is really what it is, but some of you don't like that word. It's okay. It's sort of that, but it's just an awareness growing of the world around you and really more awareness of your own self and how things affect you and deciding that you'll no longer tolerate some of those things, right? That awareness brings about a new sensitivity, something that you've always tolerated, that, it was normal throughout your whole life. You're realizing now how much you dislike that thing or, being treated that way or it being assumed that you will just handle that thing, right? Those things are coming more and more to your attention. And so as you get to know yourself and your own inner desires more and more, you become more sensitive to these things that you now realize you don't like. And this is really normal. So there's somebody who's beating yourself up because you're like, how could I not have known this all these years? How could I not have realized I didn't like this? That's normal. We were taught all these things when we were kids, and for other people it was normal, or for society at the time it was normal. We're past that now. Now you have what it takes to understand that that was not good for you, and now is the time to change it. Like, the only better time to change it was yesterday, right? So now's the time. But as you do that, you become more and more sensitive to these things. They maybe will trigger you more. And that kind of goes along with the food. You might be finding that certain foods are triggering you more as well. And so when you really watch what you're eating, you're going to be quite surprised, I think, by how well you feel and how well you think. Like, they're showing me a brain fog kind of thing that you've been experiencing, and that is going to improve significantly. And so just, just try it out. Just try it out. And know that forevermore you are loved. That's the end of the story. That is the whole story. It's not just the end. It's the whole story. You are loved. This is not only your angels. It's certainly your angels. But you have people around you who love you so much. And yeah, you probably know, but do you really know? Let yourself feel it. Let yourself know it. Just be secure in that. Beautiful. Okay, so let's grab one more card here. Oh, that feels so good, that love. Oh my gosh. It's just the most secure feeling in the world. Yeah, that's so awesome. Go for it. Go for it. Whatever that decision was that you're making at the very, very beginning of the week, go for it. Go wholeheartedly. Do not stop. Don't stop it. What is it? I don't know what it is. Anyway, go for it. That's the message. You can do it. You are protected. You have all the skills that you need to do this. You will be successful just because by being yourself, you have this beautiful grace and confidence, and you're ready. You're ready. You have everything you need. So I feel very secure with this. That's awesome. Okay, Cancer, can you help me here? Let's help the whole world feel that amazing love. It's so unconditional, completely unconditional. That all the individuals in the world, you don't even know them, but you can love them. And that is the whole definition of unconditional. Doesn't matter what they're like. Doesn't matter how they behave. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's doing their own thing. You can still love them. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Cancer. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you next week.